A warrior's prime is a period of 3 to 5 years where experience and knowledge that has been accumulated from their violent craft are met with the peak of their physical ability, which when combined quickly transforms them into an experienced assassin whose mere presence and self-confidence can defeat lesser opposition before the fight has even begun. Canelo Alvarez is a seasoned veteran who at 30 years of age is entering these prime years of peak performance. He has conquered the souls of many worthy adversaries, and with each victory absorbs a piece of their fighting technique and fighting spirit. The question many are asking in this present moment is which of these boxing candidates can do the improbable and defeat the pride of Mexico and the current pound-for-pound #1 king, Canelo Alvarez, and take his place at the boxing Game of Thrones. In this video, we will be assessing 6 boxing champions and who could potentially upset Canelo Alvarez by assigning them a probability of victory to do the improbable and come off victorious against the pound-for-pound #1 champion. Candidate number 1, Triple G. Gennady Golovkin is a fierce and experienced warrior who can catch Alvarez with a perfect shot to knock him out and claim victory, but we could realistically give Triple G a 20% chance of winning due to his age, him being 38, and previous lackluster performance versus Derevyanchenko, who in many eyes felt he lost that fight. Candidate number 2, Demetrius Andrade. Andrade can upset Canelo by boxing the perfect fight by using his movement to disrupt the flat-footed Canelo Alvarez. But he has a suspect chin when he was put down to the canvas by a C+ level fighter in Vanes Mariosian. Andrade lacks any kind of elite level oppositional experience that illy prepares him for an A+ fighter like Canelo. With that said, we give Andrade a 30% probability to win the fight. Candidate number 3, Errol Spence Jr. Spence has mentioned on many occasions that he would be willing to move up in weight to fight Canelo. With that said, he is an excellent fighter with elite level offense and defense, coupled with solid speed which could give Alvarez lots of issues. But the size discrepancy in power would just be too much for the smaller frame Spence to support, and would likely be a Triple G versus Kell Brooks type of event. We give Spence a 35% probability to win. Candidate number 4, Jamal Charlo. Charlo has in his possession a silver bullet that with one perfect shot can KO even the most savage beast, along with his elite level size and boxing ability. The only knock we could have on Charlo is that he is 30 years old with an empty resume and is no way prepared for a titan like Canelo Alvarez, who will punish him with sharp and painful counters at the elite level. We give Charlo a 35% chance to claim victory. Candidate number 5, Billy Nasal Spray Saunders. Saunders is very similar to Andrade, but he has fought the caliber of opposition like Chris Eubank Jr., Andy Lee, and completely dominated David Lemieux, which makes all the difference in the world at the elite level. Saunders has all the tools to upset Canelo Alvarez, but we have to ask ourselves, which Billy Joe will we see? His inconsistency makes him his own worst enemy. With that, we give him a 40% chance to win. Candidate number 6, David Benavidez. David stands at an astonishing 6'2" and has a relentless style. He methodically decomposes his opposition one violent punch at a time. He is a young, strong, hungry champion who has sparred elite level caliber opposition since he was 15 years old, like Kelly Pavlik and Triple G, which gave him experience beyond his years. I feel that a focused David Benavidez is the best candidate to beat Canelo. He just has to discipline himself to master his weight issues and stay away from illegal substances that could cause him to be his own worst enemy. In conclusion, I honestly don't believe any of these fighters can defeat Canelo Alvarez in the next 3 to 4 years, but feel if they each give it 100% and even in loss, they could chip away at Canelo's armor and little by little take something out of him. Then one of them might have a chance to win down the road years later. If you enjoy this volume, I invite you to join the Brotherhood. Show your support by hitting the bell icon so you don't miss the next video, and giving us a thumbs up by subscribing to the channel. We have another controversial video coming up later in the week, and I look forward to sharing it with you. And until then, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!